my Savior, my closest friend. I will worship you until the all around.
What if we just said, no more bees? We don't need bees? Well, bees have little, hey. Bees have little pockets or buckets on their legs, so when they go, like the pollen, and then when they go to another plant, they go to another plant. Now, I got a question. The bees like the life cycle that they do with the wax?
They use it to fill their hive and store larvae for their bees.
That's exactly right. So when a bee knows when it's boiled that it's got to take care of the young and then feed the young and clean the hive and then go get more honey. Do what you want it to do. What color do you want? Blue. What color do you want? Wow. It looks like a puzzle.
Here, Mac.
I'll give you these two. Events, a narrative 1:1. Maybe you just called it a physical representation. He was in the beginning that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. Now was the true that was the true light which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world was made by him, the world knew him not. He came into his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the flesh, nor of the will of man, the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Referred before me. We find here, it is that full expression of Christ. Okay? The Word expressed image and likeness of the Father. That's what we have read. The world, I could say that on a carnal level, I could take anybody in here and I could identify them. Well, I could take any child in here and I could identify the child by what test? DNA. And that DNA test would reveal in turn the child's memory, not from the child's thoughts or the child's history, but it would make a definitive statement from these parents. This child belongs from this parent. If I were to say to you that to understand that the spirit that God put in us was spiritual DNA, I'm going to use the word and I need to explain it to you. Because the struggle with religion is the struggle that I have of doing something out of a sense of obligation. Spirit of truth through the superstitions of man. It is through rituals, ordinances, doctrine man has or needs to be with God. And in my own mind that I need a stencil, and I can prove it. I eat there at least once a year. Now, based upon that, how would you determine the value of my words of like? High? If 1 to 10, 10, I say I like der Wiener Schnitzel. What? 10? No? What you're not factoring in is my words. How often do I? Once a year. So you're going to have to evaluate my meaning through the frequency, by spirit to spirit. Do you see what I'm saying? The word cannot be religious, because religion falls into the thing that we want. What do we want? We want to fulfill obligation and walk away. It's the earth at this point in time. Do you know who it would be? Your father is Satan, and you will do and serve that master. Okay? So you and I have to understand something, that probably the greatest example we have is the fact of the centurion. Remember in the New Testament where the word century comes from? Centurion. He was in charge of 100 men. His daughter was sick. He came to Jesus and he said, house. And he stopped him and he said, Jesus, there's no need for you to go to my house. You can heal from right here, right now, this instant. A magnet. I've got to up my numbers.